Resident Evil 2 Remake is my favorite game in the Resident Evil franchise. I love its atmosphere, its puzzles, and most of all, the characters. I would confidently state that this game has the best lore behind any Resident Evil game that has come out, even better than the original Resident Evil 1. This game takes elements of the first game and expands on them in a way that enriches the lore of the series, and in my opinion, no game has come close to topping this. So when I decided I wanted to 100% this game, I already had a great knowledge base for this game. I've played it so much over the years to the point that I know the layout of the RPD like it's my own house. So to switch it up a bit, I decided to go for 4 trophies right off the bat. Frugalist for not using any health items, Minimalist for not opening the item box, a small carbon footprint for taking 14,000 steps or fewer, and Leon S. Kennedy for getting an S rank on Leon's playthrough, which is only possible in standard or hardcore. And on top of that, I'll also be trying to get as many of the miscellaneous trophies along the way. So, let's journey deep into the world of
Resident Evil 2.
I started off this platinum run as Leon S. Kennedy. Leon is starting a brand new job in a city called Raccoon City as a rookie cop, and it just so happens to be on fire.
Claire! Claire, you okay?
Good start, rookie. Leon stops off for gas as he's entering the city and immediately notices that something's up, investigates it, before running headfirst into trouble, and meeting...
Don't shoot! Get down!
Claire Redfield. Claire Redfield is the sister to Star's legend Chris Redfield and protagonist of the 1st, 5th, and 6th games, as well as other mainline games and spin-off titles. Point is, he's a big deal. And in this game, his sister, Claire, hasn't heard from him in a while and has come to Raccoon City in the search for Chris, not realizing she's about to dive headfirst into the bowels of hell itself. Leon and Claire escape from the horde of zombies, only to come crashing into Raccoon City and getting separated, where we get our first trophy. Welcome to the City of the Dead. At which point, we are officially let loose in the Raccoon City Police Department with only one simple goal. Get the fuck out. And then you run into this guy, who is really only doing things halfway. Then you run into Marvin, who saves the rookie from becoming dinner. Nice. And honestly, no matter who you're playing during this moment, Marvin is one of the best parts of this game. You know the entire time you are hanging around him that he's done for. But it kind of adds to this first section of the game. You're running around frantically looking for a way to get out with the mindset of both Claire and Leon. I've got to save Marvin. Even though you know it's a futile effort, it's what drives you, and the game does this a few times.
We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
But anyway, using the knife that Marvin just gave us, I used it to fuck up the zombie, which gave me a second trophy. Don't need this stinking gun. And because I've played this game so many times, I know all the codes to the lockers. So immediately after this, I opened my first locker and got this. Ooh, first break-in, hell yeah. After that, I head upstairs and find the first of the hip pouches. Oh. Hip to add squares. Marvin then calls us up on the radio with something important to tell us, and it turns out Claire also made it to the RPD. On the way there, I found this safe, which I also remembered the combination for, and got a trophy for customizing my first weapon. Yeah, dog. And also, because this counts as combining something, I also got the basics of survival. The basics of survival. Combine 2 items together. Hell yes. Hell yes, my guy. We had a quick moment where we tried to riz up Claire, but the zombies rudely cock-blocked me. But then I decided to cock-block them by barricading this window, and scored another trophy for it. That'll hold them. Use wooden boards to board up a window. Then one of these fuckers rudely grabbed me, so I did what anyone should do in this situation and stabbed him in the heart. Then Disney updated? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, blew out the ears of a liquor. Yeah. Paralyzing Liquor's sense of hearing. Let's go, baby. At this point, I'd done everything in the RPD for now. So, I rounded up the 3 medallions and opened up the goddess statue to escape.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out. Lieutenant Branna! Marvin! It's time to go. Hey, Marvin. We need to get you to a hospital right now.
No, save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
Go!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. You just can...
It's too late. I tried, Leon. But I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Just go.
I understand. I won't let you down, Marvin.
Ooh, path to the goddess. Solve the goddess statue puzzle. After we leave Marvin, we head into the basement of the RPD and run into this lovely chap. Once we make short work of this boss fight, we head back up, where we end up in the parking garage of the RPD, where we meet Ada Wong. Shortly after this, we encounter reason number 2 why I love this game. It's incredible at setting up tension to later be capitalized on. Earlier, when we found the hip pouches, moments before we found them, you see this. When we first encounter this, likely our first reaction is to stop in our tracks and wet ourselves. What the fuck just landed on the window like Spider-Man? And you'd think that in the next room, that creature would likely be there ready to kill you. You enter the room, no such creature. It's when you've walked around to the STARS office corridor that you finally encounter the liquor. But wait, there's more.
Hello?
Hey,
I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
you been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Iron sent you.
Irons. You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Hey, you need
Fuck,
this.
son.
Just get me the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Again, naturally you're like, holy shit, what the fuck was that?
Just me.
And you expect that whatever it was will come at you in the next room. Which, technically it does, but not quite yet.
X gon' give it to you.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Hats off, motherfucker! Shoot the tyrant's half off his head. That's actually really funny. At this point in the game, you've got a big problem. This oversized trench coat wearing bald motherfucker is constantly following you, which creates a situation, because now your objective is to get to the clock tower and find this electrical part to fix the door. But in order to do that, you need to lower this bookcase in the shelf, which is Zombie Central. But in order to do that, you need this thing to lower it. But in order to do that, you need to go through this corridor, which is now Zombie Central, and it is also harboring a liquor. And the tyrant is following you. This one section is probably where the most amount of tension in the game is, at least in the AA scenario. And I'm not gonna lie, I was running low on ammo and health at this point, so when it came to escaping the jail cells,
Give me a break.
come on, come on. Woo, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Wow, it's smarter than the T-Man. I was struggling with this section, so I caved and lowered the difficulty. For now, Leon S. Kennedy is out of my reach for this run. But immediately, after I lower the fucking difficulty, I get past the zombies and the tyrant, and then get the most obnoxious trophy yet.
Shutter.
Never-ending pain. You know what? You are correct. Never-ending pain. That shit hurt. That was just painful. Now this trophy isn't necessary for the platinum, but I got it anyway. After going into Kendo's shop, I got this trophy for the reference to Jill Valentine, which is immediately followed by my favorite scene in this entire
I
game.
said, don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
Like hell you are. You're gonna turn around, go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy?
Daddy's here. Okay. Those fucking things outside.
what they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
God, man.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Every Resident Evil game, at least from 2017 onwards, because I haven't played anything before that except for the RE1 remake, has at least one scene that stands out in the game. RE7 has the moment with Jack Baker, this game has this. It's horrible and perfectly encapsulates Leon's character. Ada then tells us that Umbrella is the reason Raccoon City is falling apart tonight, and Annette Birkin is the reason why. Absolutely the worst human being alive, and it's not even close. Basically, this bitch and her husband were working on creating bioterrorism, and then were shocked when the company they worked for wanted to sell it to the military. Oh, and they also have a child they completely neglect. Real stand-up citizens. Satan would be proud. So we pursue Annette into the sewers, and it's here that we take over as Ada, because Leon is out cold after taking a bullet. Oh, and you run away from a giant alligator. Anyway, in both Leon and Claire's playthrough, you take control of a second character for one chapter, and both of them have a missable trophy tied to them. For Ada, it's going through her mission while only using her secret gadget. But for some reason I thought that just meant that you can't use the gun, so when I used this flashbang in a zombie's mouth after it grabbed me, I thought it was fair game.
Nope.
But sadly no. So I'll have to come back to this one later. But I did get this trophy for at least finishing Ada's campaign. Hack complete. Complete Ada's segment. So from this point on, you have to get to Ada by grabbing a bunch of chess pieces. Once you do, you meet this guy for a second showdown. Now, there is another missable trophy here if you complete this boss with only using the crane once. So of course, when I have no health, barely any ammo, and the willpower of God, I decide I'm gonna try and get this trophy here and now. And it went as predictably as you could have thought. However, on my second attempt, I ran out of ammo, so I decided to do this. Please do enough damage. Please do enough. Stay down. Come on. Yes!
Oh my god! Get out of here, bitch!
At which point, we come to Ada's rescue, and then Leon becomes the only man in RE history to actually make out with somebody on screen. And we get another trophy. Ooh. A great need for a Hey man, that could mean a lot of things. This is Nest. the laboratory where they created the G-Virus and unleashed hell upon Raccoon City. And basically, our goal here is to find the G-Virus as evidence and bring it to the proper authorities. Also, Leon thinks because Ada claims to be FBI. But anyone who's watched a movie before can call the fact that she's not who she claims, or played the first Resident Evil. Anyway, and right here is the perfect opportunity for another trophy. This lot, right here, are zombies lying in dormant, waiting to ambush me as soon as I turn on the power. But I can kill them before that happens. So I did. Zombie random. Kill 3 enemies at once with sub weapon. Fuck yeah. And then I decided to be edgy and try to get this trophy while I was already dead. Like skeet shooting! Shoot a zombie dog or a licker out of the air. Fuck yes, dog! Once you get through the majority of the nest, you have to fight this guy for a 3rd time, and this is where you learn that this monster is Annette's husband.
You're Umbrella too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this?
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
Really?
Tell me everything. Right from the start.
Who decided that he didn't want to hand over his biological weapon of mass destruction and got shot in the process to try and hide it away. Then decided, fuck it! I'm gonna inject myself with this shit and get some sort of revenge, I guess?
Good God, William. What have you done?
They have a daughter, by the way, but then you kill this useless excuse for a father and move on with your life. No regrets. But Annette, who somehow survived being a fly on a fucking windscreen, then tells you that Ada isn't working for the FBI, but is in fact a mercenary looking to grab the virus and give it to whoever's paying for it. It's assumed at this point that it's Albert Wesker, but to this day, at least in the remake timeline, that hasn't been confirmed yet. Who is Albert Wesker, you ask? You know what, it's not important right now. But for now, we gotta run, because grabbing the virus triggered a countdown that would detonate Nest to prevent the virus from spreading into the city. Kinda late for that, but you know, better late than never, I guess. And at which point, we've come to a bit of a problem. I don't really have a lot of ammo left, and I'm nearly dead. Which wouldn't be a problem if I didn't have to contend with this guy. How was I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that? How was I supposed to block that? Like, he literally ran at me, but there was no cover, and I had no ammo, nothing to stop it. What took you so long? Yeah, we're not gonna call it in. You're gonna smack me in the face, aren't you? Alright, I don't care how close it is, just blow it up. In the blink of an eye, fuck you. Fuck that boss guy. And then you jump on the train with the facility blowing behind us, and all of our trophies pop. A hero emerges. Completely on story. Minimalist. Clear the game without opening the item box. Frugalist. Complete the game without using a recovery item. A small carbon footprint, like, fuck. I was worried I wouldn't get that one, but take 14,000 steps or fewer in one playthrough, and that's it. Alright, now we gotta go and do a whole lot of cleanup. So, now I've gotten most of the miscellaneous trophies out of the way, I decided to go for my first hardcore run. Claire Redfield, hardcore mode. Let's get it. This scenario, whether you're playing as Leon or Claire, is where some of my problems with the game come into focus. Because this game is set on the same night with two different characters going through the same building, but doing different things, happening parallel to each other. But this is not the case, and I never understood why. I get that the first game is also like this. Like, if you're playing through the first run as Jill, and Chris is locked in the cell, then how is the reverse also the case when you play as Chris? I get it's meant to be part of the charm of the game, and the franchise as a whole, but it's something that could have really enhanced this game and elevated it to a whole other level. I long for a game where there are 2 or more runs of the same areas, and the second run is just finding areas that you went through on your first run and seeing the destruction caused. A great example of this would have been the second Birkin fight. In the first run, Birkin completely destroys this room, and it would have been cool to come back here in the second run and finding it just completely wrecked and being like, what the hell happened here? But no, instead, you also have to do the same fight. Hell, even a change in the design of the boss would have been cool. But, I digress. We start our B run as Claire Redfield, and we get to see her side of the fence as the zombie horde cockblocks Leon trying to rinse us up. But, just before that, I got my first trophy for destroying this little raccoon. Ooh, hello. Vermin Extermination. Destroy a Mr. Raccoon. And I was trying to get this trophy in the first run because I think it's hilarious, but after a zombie grabbed me and I shoved a grenade in his mouth... Trophy! Bon appetit, motherfucker! But this being the hardcore run, it instantly drives up the tension by a mile, because now there's a few things that you have to keep in mind. One of these being resources. This is something that you always need to keep an eye on, even in standard or assisted run. But in hardcore, resources like healing items and bullets are few and far between. So if you're gonna be gutsy like me and charge headfirst into a horde of zombies, it's more than likely you're gonna die. Oh, we're in for it on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go make myself some more coffee. But something that makes the B scenario stand out a little bit more in terms of tension is the fact that this happens before you've even gotten through the goddess statue.
Jesus, stay back!
Oh no! Oh, I'm a dumbass. And because I was trying to be meticulous during this run, scavenging everything I could, I ended up in precarious scenarios like this. Oh shit! Ah! Motherfucker! Run! Run, girl, run! But the story doesn't actually kick in for Claire until you at least leave through the goddess statue. We run into the most adorable child in gaming history who has the cutest voice ever.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What?
This is Sherry, the child of Satan and his mistress. And Sherry has come to the RPD in search of her parents because while the city has been in an emergency state for several days now, neither of her parents bothered to come home and help get Sherry to safety. I mean, granted, her father looks like this at this point, so I'm not sure if he turned up at the door, it would have been very helpful, but her mother was perfectly capable of rational thought, so she could have at least come home.
What is this?
Sherry, I told you I cannot leave here until my work is done.
That's what you always say.
Sherry?
Why didn't you stay in the house? It was safe there.
Hey, Sherry!
I was scared. Those things were everywhere, and...
You should have called the police. That's what we taught you.
I guess
I
fucking
did,
zombies,
but nobody
bitch.
came, and
What?
you didn't answer your phone, so...
Sherry, I don't have time for this.
I don't have time for my own child who's sick and dying in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Oh no. Sherry! Sherry, I'm coming!
But this is Claire's entire motivation for the game. After finding out that Chris is in Europe and not in Raccoon City at all, Claire runs into Sherry and promises to help her out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise.
Which gets further reinforced when we meet this piece of filth.
Brave little girl to leave her house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now. Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment for starters. Sherry, come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
If you hurt her, I swear to God, my brother is stars and I...
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him, he's full of shit.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go!
I'll get you, you fucker!
Unfortunately for us, he took the key with him, so it's back into the RPD once more, where our objective is once again to get to the clock tower, and it's just as stressful as it was last time.
I want to play a game.
Eventually I found one of these mini puzzles, and I got stuck on it for way longer than I care to admit. I'm going to jump off a cliff. I'm going to jump off a cliff. I'm going to jump off a cliff. Fuck that trophy, man. Now, just like in Leon's run, we take control of Sherry for one mission, and just like with Ada, there's a missable trophy right here for getting out of the bedroom in 60 seconds or less. But somehow, the stars aligned for me, and I got through no problem. Yes! Young escapee. However, this is where the hardcore mode really got the better of me, because there's one resource that makes this run so much more stressful. The ink ribbon. Unlike the standard or assisted mode, hardcore has no autosave feature. This little item is the only way to save your progress, which means, should you ever die, whatever progress you've made up until that point is completely gone. See, I got through the Chief Irons section without any difficulty. God, do it. Don't! No! I should have saved. I should have saved. I should have saved. Fuck off. Years were taken off my life because of this one moment. But eventually, I managed to get to the orphanage, and we catch up with Sherry briefly before this happens. So... Oh. After which we're reintroduced to Annette, who literally tells the woman who's asking about her daughter's well-being to fuck off.
Sherry? Can you hear me?
Fuck that bitch. And this is where we have to find the chess pieces yet again, where I got another trophy for unlocking all of the safes. Master of Unlocking. Open all safes and locks in the game. You betcha. The sewers also lead to another of my favorite parts of this game. Everything feels connected. Because here in the sewers, where Umbrella has made their home, there's an elevator that leads directly back to the RPD. And if you follow the notes, you'll learn that Umbrella practically runs the RPD. They're literally a virus that's been spreading underneath the city. I love it. And here is where I get another trophy for finding a couple of hidden items. Treasure Hunter. Use the photo hints, find 2 hidden items. Yes, ma'am. So we run around and round up all the chess pieces again, where we meet up with Birkin. And I made a bit of a mistake when going into this fight. See, every time I go into a boss fight, I spend at least a minute or two going through the item box and deciding what I need for the fight. How many heals, how many bullets, you get the idea. But never did I once decide to save the game. I simply just forgot. Oh, I don't want to be doing this a second time, bro. I guess I'm doing this a second time. Fuck me, man. The last time I saved was when I first got to the area. I needed to take a break after this one, so I decided to hit the gym and just burn off some of those issues. But when I came back, I gave Birkin what was coming to him. We took Sherry to the nest so that we could save her from the infection, and this scene is just incredible.
Hey. Are you okay?
Your jacket's so warm.
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... Hey, Sherry, come here. Hey, hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at Nest.
got you. Come on.
We then stumble our way through the nest searching for the anti-serum, where we fight Birkin again, and when I got to this fight I had stacks of everything. So this fight was an absolute breeze. Yeah, I was struggling like there was nothing last time around. But this time it's just, I was dead simple. Annette dies again, but this time in a completely different location. We then run from the facility because it's about to blow, and then we fight Birkin for a fourth time, where I win by the skin of my teeth, securing another trophy. Oh, with time to spare, baby! Defeat stage 4G with 4 plus minutes left until detonation. Fuck yes. Then we hop the train, get away, Leon joins us for a nice reunion, and then Birkin fights us for a 5th time.
We're gonna lose that car!
You like that? Fine, fucker!
Give me your hand!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just... well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look, he might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
That was Live Another Day by the Great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Adopt you.
We can get a puppy
Puppy.
and a parrot.
Parrot.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Hell yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. Heroine emerges. A sea run. Complete Claire's story. Hardcore college student. Hell yes. Complete Claire's story on hardcore game mode. Broken Umbrella. Witness the true ending. And that's it for this run. So, now we're going to jump back into it for Claire's run for a standard difficulty. Speed round. I immediately booted up the game with the infinite rocket launcher and fresh drip, where I blasted my way through the RPD like I was in a Michael Bay movie. Eventually, towards the end, I pick up the final hit pouch and get a trophy. Blasting my way through even more, I finish Claire's standard run with an S rank, getting another trophy. Booting up the game one more time, in Leon's campaign I clean up a bunch of trophies, starting with this one for shooting all of the Mr. Raccoon statues, and then this one for completing Ada's sequence while only using her secret gadget, and then another for finishing the game with an S rank. Then I booted up the game one more time to collect the last 2 trophies of the main story, one being all of the files, and another for finishing the game on hardcore. The 4th survivor is literally just hell. I booted up this section thinking that it would be a breeze, that I would absolutely just glide through this whole segment and not even have to worry too much about the actual plot. Turns out, not a chance. This is one of the hardest modes that I think I've ever done in a RE game, period. Granted, I haven't done that many, but oh my god, this was a nightmare. You have to think strategically. If I use this grenade here, I'm not going to be able to use it here. If I use these shotgun shells here, I'm not going to be able to use them here. You just got to think strategically, and eventually you'll just knuckle it through. Eventually getting myself the final trophy and the platinum for this game, and I am so glad that it is over. Making this video has really opened my eyes to how much I truly adore this game. Getting to talk about it in such depth has put a lot of things into perspective I really hadn't thought about before. Leon S. Kennedy is probably my favorite Resident Evil protagonist, and while I was making this video, it was announced that Leon is coming back for Resident Evil Requiem, which just makes me beyond hyped for that game. And I'm already working on the RE3 Remake video, which is going to be an interesting one. So, if you guys want to see that, hit the sub button and the like button, and I'll see y'all next time.